Anna Chun leaned back in her command chair aboard the UNSS Defiance, watching the holographic display with bemused interest. The alien warship, designation Crovar Prime according to their translated communications, hung in space like a predatory insect, all sharp angles and pulsing energy signatures. "They're hailing us again," Luis Martinez said from the communications station, his fingers dancing across the haptic interface. "Third time in 10 minutes. Let's hear it," Anna replied, popping a kernel of actual popcorn into her mouth. The crew had found a cache of pre-packaged snacks in the supply hold, remnants from Earth's last resupply mission 6 months ago. The translator crackled to life, rendering the alien's chittering voice into flat, emotionless English. "Primitive species. Your presence in Crovar territory constitutes an act of war. You will power down your vessel and prepare for boarding. Resistance will result in immediate destruction." Lewis muted the channel and turned to Anna. "Same speech. They really need better writers." Anna studied the tactical readout. The Crovar ship outmassed the Defiance by a factor of 3 and bristled with what their sensors identified as plasma cannons and missile pods. By every conventional metric, humanity's first deep space exploration vessel was outgunned, outmanned, and about to become a footnote in some alien empire's expansion log. "Distance?" she asked. 40,000 kilometers and closing," reported Yuki Tanaka from navigation. "They're matching our trajectory, probably planning to disable our engines with an EMP burst before boarding." Anna nodded slowly, then reached for the ship-wide intercom. "Engineering, this is the captain. Status on the Nakamura Drive?" Dr. Sarah Okonkwo's voice crackled back, thick with her Lagos accent. "The prototype is functional, Captain, but I must remind you that we've only tested it in simulations. The real-world applications are theoretical." "I know," Anna interrupted gently. "But that's what makes it science, right? Testing theories." A pause. "Then, the drive is ready. God help us all." Lewis raised an eyebrow. "You're actually going to do it?" "They demanded surrender," Anna said, offering him the popcorn bag. "We're going to give them a physics lesson instead." The Crovar hailed again. This time, their tone carried an edge of impatience that the translator rendered as clipped, staccato syllables. "Final warning, humans. Submit or be destroyed." Anna opened the channel. "This is Captain Anna Chun of the United Nations Starship Defiance. We acknowledge your territorial claim and your superior firepower. However, we're not really in the surrendering business. Instead, we'd like to demonstrate a recent breakthrough in human propulsion technology. Please maintain your current distance and observe." The alien response came quickly. "Your primitive technology is irrelevant. You have 30 seconds to comply." "Engineering," Anna said calmly. "Spin up the Nakamura Drive. Full power." The ship thrummed as exotic matter condensed in the drive core, twisting space-time into configurations that violated every intuitive understanding of physics. The Nakamura Drive didn't push against space. It compressed space in front of the ship and expanded it behind, creating a bubble that allowed faster-than-light travel without technically moving faster than light relative to the space inside the bubble. It was elegant. It was revolutionary, and the Crovar had no idea what was about to happen. "Drive at 90%, Sarah reported. "Bubble formation stable. Hawking radiation within acceptable parameters." Lewis monitored the Crovar ship. "They're charging weapons, reading massive energy buildup across their primary batteries." "Let them," Anna said. "Activate the drive on my mark." 3, 2, 1 mark. The Defiance didn't accelerate in any conventional sense. Instead, reality twisted around it like a rubber sheet pulled taut. The ship's bubble of compressed space-time shot forward, crossing the 40,000 kilometers to the Crovar vessel in less than a second. Then it passed through the alien ship's position. The Crovar warship, caught in the gravitational shear between compressed and normal space-time, experienced forces that its structural integrity fields weren't designed to handle. Alarms shrieked across its decks as the vessel was pulled, stretched, and ultimately torn apart by tidal forces that existed for only a microsecond but proved devastating. The Defiance emerged on the other side, bleeding off velocity as Sarah carefully collapsed the warp bubble. Behind them, the Crovar ship tumbled in pieces, its reactor core venting plasma into the void. "Holy hell," Lewis whispered. "That actually worked." Anna studied the debris field, her expression troubled. We didn't want to destroy them. We just wanted to show we weren't helpless. They were about to fire, Captain, Yuki pointed out. The sensors logged their weapons reaching critical charge right before we engaged. I know, Anna said quietly. She opened a general broadcast on all frequencies. This is Captain Chun of the UNSS Defiance to any Crovar vessels in range. We did not seek conflict. Your ship fired upon us, and we defended ourselves with technology you were unprepared for. We are explorers, not conquerors, but we will not submit to threats. If you wish to communicate peacefully, we are willing. Otherwise, maintain your distance. Silence filled the bridge for a long moment. Then Sarah's voice came through again. Captain, I'm detecting multiple FDL signatures. Looks like reinforcements jumping in. How many? Anna asked. 12 contacts. Make that 15. They're forming a perimeter around us. Lewis swallowed hard. So much for the demonstration. Anna reached for the popcorn bag again, found it empty, and crushed it thoughtfully. Or maybe it was exactly the demonstration they needed to see. Humans don't surrender, Lewis. We adapt. We innovate. And when someone demands we kneel, she smiled grimly. We show them why that's a bad idea. The Crovar fleet held position, maintaining a respectful distance of 100,000 kilometers. No threats came through the communications array. No weapons charged. Anachin settled back in her command chair, waiting to see what humanity's first contact with aggressive alien life would ultimately mean. Whatever happened next, one thing was certain. The galaxy had just learned that humans weren't prey, they were problem solvers, and they brought popcorn to watch.